Like sands through the hourglass, these are the days of the UFC fighters' lives. And what a soap opera it continues to be, boss. We had the return after almost 4 years, 3.5 years, of the most dominant champion in the welterweight division, one of the most dominant champions in MMA history, Georges St-Pierre. Now he goes and posts an 8-second video telling Michael Bisping he'll be ready to go until... Well, he won't be ready to go until after October. He was supposed to come back and challenge Michael Bisping, his first fight at 185 for the championship. That didn't sit well with people like Luke Rockhold, Anderson Silva, Yoel Romero. I mean, there's a logjam. It's incredible what's happening. And now, Dana White down under in Australia telling the media there that, Bisping and Georges St-Pierre, well, we can't wait that long for GSP. If he's not ready to go until after October, it's going to be Michael Bisping versus Yoel Romero for the middleweight championship. What it should have been all along, if not for Jacare Souza. And we found out what happened when you do continue to fight. See, people say, well, you shouldn't wait. You should stay busy. You got to make money. But sometimes when you fight, you do lose, and you lose your spot. And Jacare Souza found that out quickly against Robert Whittaker, who also... Dana White saying he would love to bring a middleweight championship fight to Australia because of the support the Aussies have given the Ultimate Fighting Championship. But for now, as of this recording, GSP, Michael Bisping, off the table. Why don't they then give GSP and Anderson Silva the opportunity to meet what the fans have wanted for a long time? It's like their, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather fight that's gone on. And with Silva's really pissed off. He wanted that interim title fight against Romero in Brazil, but he wanted it for an interim title, which to me is a joke. I can't even say the word interim without gagging. And it's like, what do you do then? Don't you think Silva and GSP should fight each other?
That will be a great fight. Yeah, I'm all for that. And the winner of that is going to face the winner of Yoel Romero and Bisping.
Get out of the sport. Go
No. I would love to see GSP.
Yeah.
I would love to see him fight the top guys. I would
love
to
at 185 or back at 170.
Well, both. He can do both.
Sure.
155
for Connor. Remember we talked about that?
That's
a
little, at his age, it's going to be hard to cut weight. It's going to feel
By the
horrible.
way, congratulations to Connor.
I had that written down, Connor Jack McGregor.
Yeah.
He's got Connor Jr. now.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
That's all right.
I love it. No, because I remember the day that I had my first baby.
And what was that like?
It's a crazy thing. It was a little problematic.
Why?
Because what happened, we did a home delivery. This is for the people, never do a home delivery. That's just
like
my
pizza.
thing.
What are you talking about? Home delivery?
Yeah, but in 50 minutes or less, and it's free.
Your wife would have loved it if it was in 30 minutes or less, like Domino's.
Then the hospital wouldn't have charged anything.
So to get back to it, what happens? So you guys are at home with
we're home
a midwife? What do you have, a nurse?
Midwife, and the baby comes out, and she's dark purple.
Oh, that was your very first. This is your first baby.
Yeah, dark purple. Like I actually thought my wife cheated on me. It was.
Wow.
It's completely really dark came out, and I go like, whoa, what is this? And I look by the look on the woman's face, I could tell that was not good. It's air. It's got to be air. Because that's what her lungs were filled with fluids.
Right.
So she starts sucking out. I look at her. I said, just tell me, do I have to call 911 or not? And she goes, no. But she was a little sketchy, and I go like. And suddenly she looks at me, I go, I got it. And I pick up the phone, and somebody's on the phone downstairs.
Oh, I remember those days.
So I jump off. I remember the stairs. I took one jump. I came down, ripped the phone out of hand. Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't want to take the risk that it, didn't connect. Then I picked it up, and the ambulance was in the street. And that was the reason my daughter lived.
Wow.
It was in the street, just came from another thing that they did. And I'm literally 100 yards away.
Wow.
Came over, rushing, boop, 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 got the baby.
What a story.
And it came back. Yeah, and then the second one, that was a nightmare as well. But that's
it's Mother's Day weekend, so it's kind of cool that we're sharing these stories. And
everybody came out of it.
Connor and Dee, congratulations. We'll await now to see what Conor McGregor's plans are. Obviously, the much ado about nothing so far when it comes to his fight with Floyd Mayweather. It remains out there. But Dana White also saying publicly, I'm ready to walk away from this thing. I talked to my boss at Showtime, Steven Espinoza. He's saying they've talked, but they're not. They're nowhere close. They're nowhere close
for a boxing license.
Not in Vegas. He's got one in California.
Oh, in California.
Connor, yeah. So he
did it way back, right?
Yeah. He is licensed, and they say Vegas has already said that they would license the fight regardless, the fact that he has had no professional experience against a guy who's considered the best boxer of his era, one of the greatest defensive fighters of all time in 5-division champ Floyd Mayweather, who is, by the way, 49-0. Regardless, I don't want to waste too much space regarding that story that is still yet to really play out. But there are so many stories playing out this weekend. We talked about GSP, Michael Bisping now being off. UFC 211 going down in the Big D. What they say whatever's in Texas everything is bigger, and this is the biggest card of the year so far for the UFC.
Oh,
it is
great.
Stacked, and despite the loss, Henry Cejudo, the former title challenger, and Sergio Pettis coming on up, an opportunity to really test his mettle and his constant improvement against a guy like Cejudo. Cejudo had a hand injury, and MMA Fighting, the first to report it, but he's off the card, and your buddy from World Series of Fighting, Dave Branch, is back in the UFC after so many years, and his fight gets moved up to the pay-per-view portion.
Well, good for him.
And what do you think about his signing with the UFC?
Well, this now we have the Fight League now coming right next year. World Series of Fighting is going to change it, the name, and every fighter, there's 5 different weight classes, who they're going to be part of a tournament when you start next year, and at the end, if you won that tournament, you get $1 million.
Wow!
So $1 million bucks.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money for those guys who just left.
Sure,
they go like.
But I'm sorry, I wasn't clear. Dave Branch, though, coming back after so long.
Oh, he's
what does he bring? You say what impressed you the most during his run in the WSOF?
Okay, he started out and he won that by decision, won by decision. Not the super exciting fighter, and then one day. Afterwards, he said, listen, guys, I'm much better than I really show you all the time. From now on, I'm really just going to put it on the line. I'm going to risk everything, and I just want to be a better fighter. I'm more pleasing for you guys. And boy, did he do, man. He delivered. He won his next 3 fights by stoppages, got belts, 2 belts in 2 different weight classes. He did exactly what he needed to do and what he said that he was going to do. And I was talking to him like way before when we did this, the year's best fight from the World Series of Fighting. It was one of the guests there also speaking. And that's what he told me at that time, just before he started winning by submission and by knockout. He said, you watch, boss. I'm just going to let it fly. I'm not going to be afraid anymore to lose a fight because it's holding me back. I'm just going to fight now. And I got to say, he looks really good right now.
Well, the American top team is going to be busy on Saturday night. They are involved in 9 of the fights. 9 athletes from ATT, including the former UFC heavyweight champion, Junior Dos Santos, who was challenging the guy who he beat in their first fight, a 5-round war, Stipe Miocic. And then, of course, the champion, and she even told me, I watched the YouTube video over and over, and I still can't say it. It's Joanna. No, not even Joanna. Not even Joanna the way she says it.
The trainer said Joanna.
Yeah, it's something. But anyway, you say it again. What is it?
Yeah, Joanna. That's how we pronounce it.
Jacek?
Jacek.
Yeah.
Jędrzejczyk.
See, she said it different.
It's
weird. But
it's always. That's what we did with Fedor Emelianenko. Remember, we asked, what does your mother call you? You said Fyodor. So when you said Fyodor, everybody started banging on you, and you say, well, that's actually what his mother calls him. It's always with the names. When they give you crap, right? I go like, guys, if you say Boss Rutten, you messed up my name. You butchered my name.
Right.
It's Boss Rutten.
Yeah.
It's
and
not
me, it's
Ernesto
not Mauro.
It's Ernesto Host.
It's not Mauro. It's Mauro. Mauro Ranallo. And actually, my massage therapist tried to say it. She couldn't say the Mao part. So I said, think of Chinese communism.
And you said, we're not going to marry then.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so ATT, 9 athletes on the card. Busy night, but... And they just moved into a place not too long ago, 40,000 square feet. I mean, this is becoming with the Jackson Winkeljohn TriStar, a.k.a. Once you start naming gyms, you find out there's so many great gyms in MMA. But this gym right now is, it's like ATT versus the universe on Saturday night in Dallas. Do you like the fact that there's so many fighters representing the gym on one night, even though Mike Brown, one of the coaches, Ricardo Laborio, Conan Silveira, and others say they have enough coaches for each of the fighters?
Yeah, for them it's great. This is a great way to put your name out there. 9 fighters on the card, on the biggest card that we had for a while now. Yeah, I think it's a great promotion for them. And if they say they have enough trainers, yeah, I don't see a problem at all.
What do you like about American Top Team and guys like, Ricardo Laborio and Conan Silveira? We go way back with, of course, to the Pride days and you, of course, during your career.
Yeah, Laborio, man, I love that guy. He's such a good dude. I met him a whole bunch of times. With, he used to live close to Kevin James also, and he was working with Kevin. So, if I was at Kevin's place, he would be there with his daughter, who's blind, right, but still does jiu-jitsu. And the kids from Kevin, man, they love his daughter. He's one of those guys, you talk to him and you like him instantly. He's such a good dude. And Conan Silveira also. I know him for a very long time as well. And the great thing about the American Top Team is in the beginning, it was all, they kept focusing on the groundwork. But they don't do that anymore. Everybody's smarted up nowadays. They have great striking coaches, great strikers coming in. And Joanna, when she comes out, that's a really good move to do that before. Because normally that's the thing that you do when you lose. Then you have to have changed camps. But you already identify, wait a minute, I'm a great striker, but she's going to face somebody who is a great grappler. She's like the RDA, right? Rafael Dos Anjos. It's that style of fighting that her opponent has. So she very smartly, over to American Top Team.